Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. And welcome to the Advancement Center here in Santa Barbara, where the weather is overcast and chilly and beautiful. I just looked out the window and I said, that scene is so beautiful. I'd like to paint that. So perhaps I will. And I don't have to wait till Thursday. And also, welcome to your world of magic and miracles and beyond, where there is no influence from the messages of the world, neither good or bad. Stay ahead of the movement and allow the magic to engulf your life. That is exactly what the Advancement Center stands for our ever expanding family. I remember telling my children that the sun is always shining. Just get on a plane and climb past the clouds and feel the sun. Isn't that what we encourage 4 times a week? Robert, Simeon, David, and Genya and I share our music that we are receiving, each in a different key and rhythm, but the message is clear, and that is freedom to be you. And that freedom to be you, I always get that wonderful charge when I get to post an invitation on Facebook. And I happily include a good, healthy portion of Simeon's message. And this is what Facebook readers read today. Here it is. Perhaps you saw it on Facebook. I'm just so excited every time I put it up there, because every week when they read something, an excerpt of some wonderful message, I have different people liking and loving. So here it is. As one steps forward, so will somebody else. That's the nature of humanity. And it is not necessary to repeat anything. If one person achieved something, it's then achievable by all. If the individual decides it's necessary, so enjoy all the gifts that you have brought and that we hold, and see a future that nobody else can see. But in human terms, we say, will blow your mind. Know that each day is a chance to grow. But the growth pattern and what you grow is only known by you. Many times you transmit what you're about to do, and many times it is forgotten. But now that the field is so solid, it's like you're transmitting a neon sign. As you step forward, everyone will step forward. And it says, freedom for all. I hope you're as happy as I am with that. I love it. It's a wonderful way, because there's a lot of stuff going on these days. So if we can put that glimmer of light, and people will recognize it and connect with it, it's wonderful. Yeah. Let's see, where was I? Okay. And then next time, or I could have added, may all your dreams come true and we will celebrate them. Now, I've received many, many thank yous for sharing my writing to Simeon in my journal. And so here's a little bit more. This particular time, I wrote about something that I was a bit sad about. And then Simeon answered. He said, Dearest Barbara, just as the light breaks, I wrote this at dawn, sitting on the couch in the living room and watching the first rays of light coming. So he said, just as the light breaks the darkness, you may never reverse and allow the dark to cover your light or rain on your parade. You have a great deal of experience with others trying to put you down, but you sooner or later bob up and float on the surface again and again for all who benefit from your buoyancy and endless love. You know the experience of both giving and receiving love. Loving is your nature. Just be natural. We love, respect, and honor you, your loving friend forever, Simeon. And then this morning, at 7:38 to be exact, I wrote to Simeon, wondering maybe he has some last minute words. So here we go. Dear Simeon, I loved your message yesterday as it came through Robert. I more than loved your message as I edit the transcript and found myself almost sobbing with relief to be set free from living down here. On earth, pardon me, my own writing, with programmed limitations and systems of control and defense. My broadcast is in exactly 4.5 hours, and I long to hear your words. And he dictated, Dearest Barbara, when I say it doesn't matter what people say or do, it only becomes a matter to deal with when you make it into physical material to cope with. See it for what it is not, and notice that which reacts, oh my goodness, that which reacts, this is terrible. That which reacts is the block in your inner freedom, which is devoid of outer opinions. They just pin you down. Be the joy and glory you are. We honor and respect you with love, your loving friend forever, Simeon. And then I found something very exciting. There are many definitions within your system that will just fall by the wayside, many concepts that will just disappear because everything is being applied at once in every way through every channel, and the more you experience, the greater your skill at opening dimensions, producing channels, producing dimensions, sending out what you receive, and most of all, highlighting the light that comes from you. so that others can do the same. That was a lot of journal. So thank you for listening. Yeah. Now, here is the meat of what I wanted to share with you today. Did you know that humanity has this huge database that is referred to every moment of every day to keep things in line with the requirements of life as has been programmed? This massive database, which is easily manipulated, is now being dismantled by a totally illogical other program that comes into play. I love this. It comes into play with your dependence on magic and miracles and brings out the joy and exuberance that cannot be touched by any of life's programming. That really got me very excited to delve into and to share more with you, because you are our most precious family, and we are together and sharing. And this is what we're doing. And this is what we will do more each day. Delete the constricting database of life, and you will reveal the superhuman that brings everyone to life in a moment and surpasses all restrictive practices that have been developed as the controlling functions in our life. We all know that. We've experienced that. But now we know what to do with it. As we continue, you will be able to surpass the functions that call on you to install restrictions and, and abandon the natural flow that you had as a child. This is the most important aspect of abandoning the database. We're not saying it's not there, but we are saying that we're sailing above it. Step back and look at life from a distance so that you can extend yourself from the world of your creator into the physical world without leaving the world of your creator. That is what we are being called to do. This will allow you to use your magic and to be aware of the miracles that are appearing around you. In this way, you will be directed to follow your spirit in every moment and not even see the things that would normally take over your life. I know that. I can feel it. I've been through it. I'm not just making this up. But the more I focus on the possibilities, the less I can even look in the past. And enjoy and watch as everything falls into place when least expected. Continue to look into the future and enjoy the actions of the world of magic and miracles as everyone starts to exercise their skills and reveal that there is more to life than they have ever imagined. Listen to your origin and follow your spirit so that you are able to generate a future that has no reference to the past. This is true freedom. A little anecdote here. And it's just a little one, but I thought it was gigantic. How long have I been washing dishes? My whole life, decades. And Robert said, "Why do you put the dishes in the sink? Why don't you just rinse them and finish?" And I now see what I had been doing. I used the word but. That's how I've always done it. But destroys anything for improvement, but takes you back. I don't want to go back there. I want to go in the future with you. So now, look how simple it is. I don't put the dishes in the sink. I rinse them. And each time, it's like, yes, I'm doing this. My choice. I choose life. It's just a little anecdote, but for me, it opened up big doors. Perhaps you'll find doors that you can open. Just little dopey things, but they're worth everything. So I forgot where I was. I was so excited about telling you. Oh, with no reference to the past. This is true freedom and the ultimate feeling of simplicity, as it generates the most complex results without any known input from your physical being. Listen with complete clarity. No buts, no references to the past. And allow everything to proceed without interference. This will allow you to disturb every moment and generate the beautiful energies of growth and enlightenment that are waiting for your attention. Yeah. Yeah. Everything that I just mentioned is not made up. It's lived. And in living the life we know, only beautiful futures await us. Last week, at the end of the broadcast, by the way, last week feels like about 2 years ago, but at the end of the broadcast, I looked down and I said, I forgot to show them my art that I did this past Thursday. And I felt like I had let Lori down because she wrote me this beautiful email saying how much she loves seeing the painting that I do in class on Thursday nights. But it was interesting because my wonderful art teacher, there's a wonderful story there, and he is so talented, and he's in Instagram and all of his beautiful works. And he had to go to India to see his dad, who is ill, and he was going there with a heavy heart. And it just gave me so much joy to be able to send him Simeon's message yesterday. And the interesting thing about Mandar is that this beautiful young man was in the financial side of business for 12 years. And then they moved to California, and we got to know each other. And in a conversation with Robert counseled him with love and said, follow your heart. What do you love? And Mandar said, I love art. And he did. And now he's a full-time artist, and he has these classes and these Zoom classes while his wife is working in the financial market. And they have 2 beautiful sons. And Mandar is so loving. So everything that you see as a result of my artwork is so mixed in with my loving Mandar and what he gives to us. So here's last week's. Now, this is a place in France, and this was painted by Monet originally. And I had fun. I never put yellow in a sky before, but I loved it. So there it is. And the importance of doing what you love. And as I spoke before about the joy of doing and growing and doing something new. And this is what I have never done before. So I wish you joy in discovering in what you love to do, and then share it with us. So I look forward to seeing you again next week. And until then, I wish you a perfect life, perfect health, and an amazing future. Thank you.